Frederik has another woman whom he loves with all his heart. Be the first to find out who she is. Throughout his youth and adulthood, Frederick of Denmark had an unwavering faith in a single woman, not his mother nor his lover, but his beloved Nanny Elsa Peterson. The current Danish monarch, Frederik, and his mother, Queen Margari, had troubled upbringings. He was only ever seen by his father, the eccentric Prince Henrik, for punishment or criticism. The only woman who had ever cared for him since birth was his nanny. Mary also suffered the unanticipated loss of her beloved mother after surgery. Peterson Elsa throughout his life, Frederick of Denmark has made it quite clear that his mother's cold and distant behavior as a child deeply affected him. As a result, he has made it clear that he will not behave like a titled monarch and will not neglect his children for the sake of royal duties. During this time of family isolation, Frederick had two support systems, his brother Prince Joan, with whom he had a brief relationship of only 13 months, and his nanny, to whom he still pays tribute and remembers at every opportunity. But who was Elsa Peterson, and why did the Danish sovereign Elsa Peterson's role at court was to keep the princes from hurting themselves and to ensure that the kings were happy with their behavior? She was responsible for their upbringing, not spoiling them, and making sure they were clean and presentable for the customary goodnight kiss, which was almost the only daily contact the children had with their parents. However, it was evident that their relationship would go much further when caring for such small, unaware children. The Danish nanny who was assigned to look after the royal offspring when the first was only 3 months old and the second had not yet been born was just as reserved as the queen herself. Elsa had very Danish manners, authoritarian, direct, and disciplined, and she had to stifle the deep maternal feelings she had for my brother and me because she was aware we weren't biologically her children and because she wanted to make sure our parents were satisfied with us. Despite this, I have a vivid memory of her embracing us and being as close to us as parents can be. According to Frederik's memoirs, under Berlin, Elsa brought her own wounds into the lives of the princes. It appears that her lifelong love had perished in a terrible accident, and following that traumatic event, Elsa devoted herself wholeheartedly to serving the crown. The relationship between Sol's prince and nanny was the most unproductive one ever. Almost throughout his childhood, Elsa was by his side, whether it was going to school, having lunch, or even going on summer vacations to France with him. After over 24 years of dating, Peterson remained in the apartment and boarded up the window to stop the crown prince, then 20 years old, from enjoying a beer and the view from the roof one summer evening. Although she was sacked in the 1990s, preventing her from continuing to live in her apartment at Amalienborg Palace, she was undoubtedly one of the guests at Frederik's wedding to Mary Donaldson. The nanny never left her kid's side. In accordance with the Danish chronicler Trine Willman, Prince Joachim was the one who informed Elsa Peterson that her services would no longer be required. However, Elsa Peterson did not take this into account and was actually a guest at the christening of Prince Jim's firstborn son Nicholas, Count of Montpezat. When Elsa Peterson died in 2016 and was laid to rest in Funan Cemetery, both Prince Joachim and Frederik were present. In the context of his estranged childhood, when his parents, Queen Margari and Prince Henrik, were more concerned with royal duties than raising their sons, Elsa Peterson shows how a strong emotional bond can form between people even if they are not related by blood ties. Despite her severe and rigid demeanor, Elsa Peterson became a second mother to Prince Frederik, filling the role that his parents had previously played. Frederik overcame the challenges he had as a child to become a self-assured and caring man because Elsa provided him and his brother with the love and attention they really needed. It is truly touching that Frederik maintained his relationship with Elsa even after she stopped working at court. This shows how deeply grateful and respected he was for her. Attending her funeral was more than just a tribute, it was an affirmation that she would forever be an important part of his life. This story highlights the importance of emotional support in a person's life, particularly when parental care is unavailable. Elsa became more than just a nanny to Frederik, she became a mentor, friend, and source of stability and love that he lacked. True family is not necessarily defined by blood relations. The love and affection shown by Frederik and Elsa demonstrates this.